And that's why networking is really, really important for any business. It cuts that churn of employees turnover. It cuts that churn of trying to advertise and get new customers in every single day. And it makes for a much long-term sustainable business, which is a much better way to be able to enjoy your life, to enjoy your business life, and you really create a value proposition to be able to do something in the future with that business. Just in observation over the 45 years that I've been in business, I see many businesses just want to sell things. And some could argue that's a Western concept of doing business. I've got this really cool product. I've got this great pen. It does, you can write really well with it. It's a great color and I can do you a good deal. Do you want to buy it? And that's that concept of doing business, because it's a transactional thing. You just want to sell something. But you've got to get that churn. You've got to get a new customer each time you want to sell a pen. So networking, what that can do is take away that churn of getting new customers, that churn of advertising, that churn of even getting employees and suppliers. So understanding networking, understanding business tribes can take away that churn. Then you can start to focus on the solutions, because that person you're trying to sell a pen to may want a pencil. And unless you have that understanding to ask them the question on what their problem is, you might be trying to sell something that they don't want to buy. So you're wasting a lot of time, wasting a lot of potential profit, not understanding that concept of networking. So the first one is that a lot of people think networking is just about selling more things, that you try to create a tribe. And the word tribe has been overblown by so many people, because they think it's about networking is just bringing a lot of people together, creating this thing called a network, and then selling stuff to them, keep on trying to sell new things to them at all. But a proper network, a proper business tribe is that's a two-way street. It's a two-way, that's not just talking and just not giving them information. First off, you're listening to try to understand what their problems are, how you can offer solutions for them. And then you're not wasting time trying to, as I say, with the pen and the pencil, trying to sell them something that they don't really work. So it's about increasing sales. So you're selling more things based on that reputation about selling solutions. And once you build up and get that respect and that trust that your solution is great for them to overcome their problem, guess what? They go and tell their friends. So suddenly now you're marketing to this person over here who you don't know, who's the friend of the person who you've gained that reputation, you've gained that concept that you're selling solutions, and they tell their friends, go and see this person, because they're selling solutions. They're looking after you. There's that respect for you as an individual, respect for your problem, and you're trying to solve their problem. So it's that personal thing, that person-to-person networking. And suddenly you're not talking about price, because price is a determinant of value. So all price is doing is saying, okay, the value of your solution is high or low. So when you go into that problem about dropping your price because this other person is selling their product cheaper, and so you got to sell your price cheaper, and this fight over price, what you're saying is that your value of your solution is low. The value of the solution for the person who's got the problem is low, so therefore it mustn't be worth very much. Whereas if you can get across that understanding that the value of the solution is high, then the expectation is that you'll pay extra for it. And it won't be a fight over price. It'll be a fight over that your solution is better than someone else's solution. Because you can't be right all the time. But it's about then how you can serve the customer better. Serve the customer to be able to make that solution better. So all these gurus have this really focus on that one customer, to churn, keep on churning, keep on selling just for that customer. But if you look after that customer, they become advocates, and then you can start to market these other people, sell more product at a higher price. But business tribes takes things that one step further to get an understanding that you can actually reduce costs as well. And two of the major business tribes in any business is your employees and your suppliers. And the employees are just so important to be able to make your business more efficient, to get across this concept that you're about solutions so you can sell more product and services and that at a higher price. And if your employee feels they're part of your business tribe of the business, that they're not just someone who gets a paycheck every week and you really don't want to pay them because it takes money out of your pocket, and that if you can reduce the money that you pay them, reduce their hours, reduce that cost somehow, that's somehow saving your business and making your business more profit, but it's not. If you can really look after them, get that understanding of what they want out of it, of their lives. Why are they working? What are they looking to do in their future? How can you help them? But also, how can you help what's dear to them? Just as a story on that, I've got a motel down in Port Arthur, tourist accommodation in Port Arthur in Tasmania. It's a World Heritage penal colony. Lots of tourists come down. The major person involved in that business are the cleaners. It's not the managers. It's not me as the developer or the investors. It's the cleaners, because that's the people that have that coalface interaction with the people who come and stay. If the place isn't clean, then you get a bad reputation and people won't come. Doesn't matter how fancy the place is, doesn't matter how modern or the marketing or advertising, if the place isn't clean, that reputation soon goes. So we've got a cleaner who works with us, has worked with us for a number of years, and we had some talks, as you do, if you really engage with your employees to try and get an understanding of what their particular problems are. And she's got a 12-year-old daughter looking to play soccer. We call it soccer, other countries call it football, but it's that playing the game with the round ball when you kick it. So they're looking to play that, and she's 12, and they were just looking for some sponsorship or something that they could help to be able to gain that help the team in some way. So we sat down and said, okay, here's a trophy for the to give recognition, not for the best player, but for the best team member, because not everybody can be the best player. And sport, for a 12-year-old young girl to be able to work together as a team is really important, not for the soccer game itself, but for life itself. So we were able to help them, and suddenly we gained reputation with the daughter. Suddenly we respect her mum enough to be able to give this gift to the team, to be able to give them a better reputation, better understanding about themselves as a team. The mum feels really good because we respect her enough, and it gives her a good feeling that she can help the team of her daughter to be able to get that something that difference as well. And the parents of the team, they suddenly feel good about us as a business, because we're there to be able to help their community, that we respect our employee enough to be able to help that community on their behalf. So when the community has friends and relatives looking to come and stay with them and they don't have any room, we're the first people that they come to and call to be able to come and stay. If we got a problem with staff, some staff hasn't turned up, what we've got is a good reputation now with that particular cleaner, as we do with all the others, that they all work together with us as that tribe to be able to look after each other. So we've got reputation now with her that we're looking after her, she looks after us. We don't try and reduce her wages. We actually want to give her more time. We want to be able to give her more things to be able to look after her family. But working together, if we get into strife, if we get into a problem, she's there to help. Not because we've got some sort of we're trying to bash her over the head with, but to be able to, because we've got this reputation now with her that she's part of that team. And that's really important. Same with suppliers. Suppliers, we don't see them as cost plays. We want to work with the suppliers to be able to get a better type of product. We gain that reputation to be able to have a better product, but we want to be fair about it. So we work with them, find out what their situation is. And we've got a story on our laundry. So we do our laundry off-site. We've worked with a company for many years, but they didn't care about us anymore. We had sheets that were stained, sheets that were torn, this sort of thing. Just the towels that weren't fluffy. You know, in a motel, you want a fluffy towel. So for us to gain reputation, we actually got our own fluffy towels, and we worked through a process. So the suppliers that we're working with, they just saw it as a place to be able to get some money out of, not trying to work with us to be different in the marketplace. So we looked to change to a different supplier. In Tasmania, there's only 2 suppliers, and that second supplier, they weren't coming down into our area. We're a regional area, little truckers to come down and roll from there. So after long discussions with them, we actually gained enough other product in the area to take away from the first people. Suddenly there's a whole new business for the second laundry player to be able to build up their business. And we got a better product, we got a fair price. All the people in the area got a much, much better product. And now we've got a supplier working with us to be able to serve our customers coming to stay with us better. So we can keep our price up. So we're not about reducing price, we're actually looking to increase our sales price, because it goes back to that value. We give a bit better value and people are prepared to pay that extra money for it. So that's how networking really worked in across businesses over the last 45 years that I've been developing businesses. Understanding people, understanding the customer, understanding the employee, understanding suppliers, understanding all of those tribes around us. Creating advocates based on that. We are looking to provide solutions, not just selling things. We respect you enough, and here as an individual, here's a solution to your problem. And people buy more and pay a higher price. And we can reduce costs and we can make more profit. And that's why networking is really, really important for any business. It cuts that churn of employees turnover. It cuts that churn of trying to advertise and get new customers in every single day. And it makes for a much long-term sustainable business, which is a much better way to be able to enjoy your life, to enjoy your business life, and you really create a value proposition to be able to do something in the future with that business. So networking is integral to any business, any organisation, if you want to move forward. I hope you really enjoyed this video. And if you want a deeper dive where I share some more information on how you can implement business tribes in your business or organisation, grab the link below at businesstribes.com.